You were never supposed to find this by chance. This is a moment carved into the cosmos, when the veil between worlds grows thin and grace leans in to touch your spirit. A quiet call from the eternal is echoing in your silence right now. And do you feel that gentle pressure in your chest, that mix of deep peace and sudden knowing? That is not your mind wandering. That is a soul from beyond, a heart that loved you without limits, standing now beside Archangel Raphael, pleading that you don't look away. They have been waiting at the edge of your awareness. They have counted the moments to this second. They have witnessed your silent battles. They know your hidden questions. And they carry a truth that could rearrange your world. Before we go further, stop for just one breath, because this is holy ground. What you are about to receive was kept sacred until this very hour. Someone you love, who has crossed over, is holding you in their gaze at this moment. Not in sorrow, not in regret, but in radiant hope. They've perceived a turn in your path, something you haven't yet noticed, but it's near. Closer than your next thought. And they asked Archangel Raphael with all their celestial might to bring this word directly to your spirit before the window closes. Raphael whispers, you have 3 breaths left to receive what heaven has poured out for you. If you let this slip, you let a key turn in the lock. There is something you must remember. This soul in the light does not rest until your heart finds its home. They see the kindness you offer that goes unnoticed. They hear your name spoken in prayers you didn't know were prayed. And even in your sleep, they are near, softening the edges of what approaches in the shadows. But they cannot hold it back alone any longer. Raphael says your consent is required. Heaven honors free will. Divine help must be invited. That is why this message found you. You are not reading this by accident. You were chosen for this very second because your destiny is turning a corner faster than you were prepared for. They have been trying to reach you through sudden memories, through numbers that repeat, through forgotten songs, through the kindness of strangers, but nothing captured your full stillness, until now. And if you're still here, still listening, then heaven knows your soul is finally open. That is why they have sent a guardian of healing this time. Raphael himself, he does not step forward unless a healing is ready to bloom. He says that if you could see the tapestry being woven behind the scenes, your spirit would sing. But heaven will unveil it gently, so your heart can expand, not break. Before we go deeper, pause and feel your breath. You are doing something courageous. You are opening a divine channel. And if you wish to continue receiving private, direct whispers like this from God and Archangel Raphael, words meant only for your soul, be sure to join now, so your next heavenly instruction finds you, because someone from beyond may try again at dawn. Do not miss them twice. Now, listen closely. The soul in heaven who watches over you is not only shielding you from hurt. They are clearing the way toward a promise God wrote into your spirit before you took your first breath. But each time you hesitated, each time you questioned your light, a part of that path grew faint, until now. Archangel Raphael says the dawn is returning. But only if you release what has been quietly drinking your joy. There is a relationship in your life that wears the mask of support, but its energy has been weighed in the heavenly realms. Your loved one is murmuring, I saw the moment their loyalty wavered. Do not dismiss this knowing. This is not about suspicion. This is about sovereignty. Raphael says, you were born with a sacred worth in your very cells, and it is time to reclaim what was taken from you, in love, in spirit, in peace. You've sensed it, haven't you? That subtle imbalance, as if your blessings are circling just out of reach. Your loved one has been working to deflect the interference, but now it requires your voice. Speak this aloud after reading, I give heaven permission to clear every hidden obstacle from my path. Say it with conviction. Say it as if your soul is ready for the shift to start. There is someone who has been speaking of you lately. Someone not walking the earth. They are cherishing moments you thought were small. Simple talks you shared that became treasures in their eternity. They have been placing memories in your heart lately. They know the weight you carry and they want you to remember you are carried, too. Not for a single second are you alone. They are helping to rewrite a story that once seemed to be fading. God is using them as a witness, because your name has been spoken in divine counsel. Someone of integrity on earth is being guided toward your life, and heaven does not want you to overlook the meeting. Raphael says there is a sacred window forming. Within the next 24 hours, something will occur that may seem minor, but it is spiritual. It is a divine setup. The person you lost in the physical asked for this exact alignment to show you they never left. They only changed form. You will know the moment when it arrives. It will feel like a memory from the future, wrapped in sudden calm. Do not shrug it off. That is the sign. That is the moment the angels begin to restore what you believed was gone forever. You may not comprehend the ways of heaven. That is all right. You don't need to understand it all, but your spirit recognizes truth when it hears it. And that warmth spreading through your chest right now is no coincidence. Your soul remembers the love this being gave you. A love so vast that not even the grave could contain it. That love is reaching for you now. They see your weariness. They see the burdens you've borne in secret. And they journeyed across dimensions just to say, do not quit now. The breakthrough is nearer than you feel. God is placing certain souls on your path starting today. Souls who resonate with your frequency. Souls who will speak your name in places of divine appointment. Raphael cautions, do not let past disappointment make you build walls against new grace. What is coming is not a repeat of what hurt you. What is coming is sacred. But if your hands are still clenched around old pain, you will not be open to receive. Let it go. Release it. Say, I am ready to receive heaven's realignment. Because that realignment has already begun. Even now, as you read this, angels are adjusting the atmosphere around you. You may not understand how heaven works. That's okay. You don't need to understand it all. But your spirit does recognize truth when it feels it. And that flutter in your heart right now is no accident. Your soul remembers the love this person gave you. A love so strong that not even death could end it. That love is what's trying to touch you right now. They see how tired you've been. They see the weight you've been carrying. And they came all this way through divine dimensions just to say, don't give up now. You're closer than you think. God is placing certain people on your path starting today. People who are drawn to your light. People who will speak your name in rooms of opportunity. Raphael warns, don't let old betrayal make you block new blessings. What's coming isn't like what you lost. What's coming is sacred. But if your hands are still full of old wounds, you won't be able to catch what's next. Let it go. Release it. Say, I am ready to receive heaven's rearrangement. Because that's exactly what's beginning. Even now, while you read this, angels are moving in your direction. The soul in heaven who requested this message says, you still haven't forgiven yourself for what you did or didn't do, but they forgave you instantly. They saw your heart. They never wanted an apology. They wanted your freedom. And that is why they will not cease until you know you are still eternally cherished. The very instant they crossed over, they began working to ensure you would always feel guided. And right now, they are closer than your own heartbeat. Archangel Raphael says, "They have placed your name upon my healing scroll. I will mend what has been fractured until the healing is complete." There is someone near you now who does not understand your depth. That is all right. It is not for them to understand. It is for you to honor. You are not meant to justify your journey to those who were never meant to journey with you. Raphael says this is your permission to stop tending to connections that have no life left. The spiritual harvest has begun. What falls away now was never rooted in truth. What is real will remain. Your loved one in heaven is rejoicing at this part. They always knew you were destined to break cycles. And now you are doing it. They want you to watch for 3 confirmations over the next few days. 1. A word or phrase that returns to you. 2. A sudden intuitive knowing that brings clarity. 3. An unexpected gift or help that arrives exactly when needed. These are not random events. This is heaven responding. And when it happens, whisper back, "Thank you. I receive you." Because you are not just being watched over. You are being upgraded. You are stepping into the chapter of your life that was always written in light. This message was not merely a comfort. It is a divine activation. God has not forgotten the vows spoken over your life. That soul in heaven has not ceased praying for your peace. And Archangel Raphael has not left your side since the night you wept and thought no one saw. You have 3 breaths left to decide whether you receive this or let it fade. Heaven is watching your spirit lean in. Don't stop here. Read this again if you need. Let it saturate you. Let the tears flow if they come. Let your soul feel what your logic cannot yet grasp. The person you love, the one who transitioned, they did not truly depart. They are right here, and they are whispering, "Please, receive this." They whisper because they know how tender your heart has been. They remember your resilience. And they see you trying, every single day, to shoulder weights unseen. But they have also seen how close you came to surrendering your hope. That is why they went before God. That is why they implored Raphael to deliver this word. Because they knew that if these words found you now, something within would stir. Something would reawaken. And something would shatter the chain that has bound you too long. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are precisely on time. There is a chamber in heaven where prayers are turned into provision. And listen, your name has been spoken there. Not only by the one who crossed over, but by angels assigned to your awakening. The shadow that tried to mute your song has been overruled. Raphael says there is now an open door, one that cannot be shut by lies, betrayal, or delay. You were meant to walk through it seasons ago, but the timing was not yet whole. Now it is. And the voice in heaven that loves you most is holding that door open for you. All you must do is walk through. You may feel unprepared. You may feel worn. But heaven does not judge you by your past. They see your potential. Your pain did not erase your purpose. It equipped it. You have already passed trials you didn't even know were initiations. The fact that you are still here, still breathing, still reading this, proves one thing: you are being sheltered, guided, and anointed. There is a treasure within you that has not yet been unlocked. And this message is the key. Let it in. Say, "I am open to the miracle that bears my name." Say it again, with more authority this time, because heaven is waiting to hear your spirit say yes. The one in heaven who asked for this to reach you left something behind when they crossed over. A blessing, a promise, an invisible inheritance. And it is yours. But it was sealed until this exact window of time, until your heart was soft enough to hear this, until your courage flickered back to flame. Until you were ready to heal, not just endure. And now it is here. Everything is aligning. The delays you faced were not denial. They were divine pauses to preserve your promise. But now the seal is breaking, softly, surely, spiritually, and what you thought was gone forever is about to return to your hands in a new and unexpected form. Raphael says not to fear if certain people begin to fade from your life now. Do not chase what God is removing. This phase of your journey requires clear space, a quieter circle, and a fortified spirit. You are being upgraded spiritually. The person in heaven who loves you prayed for this very shift to happen, because they could not bear to see you surrounded by those who dimmed your light. They saw what you chose not to see. And that is why they are advocating for your breakthrough from the other side. You've wept for a guardian. You have one. You've wept for a confirmation. This is it. The one in heaven who asked for this to reach you left something behind when they crossed over, a blessing, a promise, an invisible inheritance. And it is yours. But it was locked until this exact window of time, until your heart softened enough to hear this, until your courage returned, until you were ready to heal, not just hurt. And now it is here. It is all aligning. The delays you have faced were not punishment. They were divine pauses to protect your promise. But now the lock is opening, slowly, softly, spiritually, and the very thing you thought was lost forever is about to come back into your hands in a new and unexpected way. Raphael says not to worry if certain people start distancing themselves from you now. Do not chase what God is trying to remove. This part of your journey requires a clearer space, a quieter circle, and a stronger spirit. You are being upgraded spiritually. The person in heaven who loves you prayed for this very shift to happen, because they did not want to see you surrounded by people who did not value your soul. They saw what you refused to see. And that is why they are fighting for your breakthrough from where they are now. You have cried for a protector. You have one. You have cried for a sign. This is it. There is still something they need you to know. Something they could not say before they passed. They want you to stop blaming yourself. They saw how shattered you were when they left. They know you did not get the closure you wanted, but they heard your heart. They saw your tears. Every time you whispered, "I wish you were here," into the empty air, they heard it like a prayer. And they want you to hear this now, clearly and beyond doubt, I never left you. I walk beside you every day. And I am proud of you for surviving what should have shattered you. You will notice something gentle in the next few hours. Something small but unmistakable. Perhaps a familiar scent. A song on the radio that answers a thought. A sudden sense of being embraced when you are alone. Do not dismiss it. That is them. They are closer than you think. Raphael says they are permitted to draw near to you now. Not only in dreams, but in palpable presence. They have been given heavenly permission because your heart is finally open again. Your spirit is aligned again. And your energy is strong enough now to sense them again. Do not ignore what you feel. You are not imagining it. You are experiencing the eternal. You were meant for more than survival. You were meant to thrive, to shine, to restore what was broken. The person in heaven who loves you always knew this about you. That is why they never left your side. That is why they kept sending messages through whispers and wonders, because they did not want you to forget who you are. You are not your wounds. You are not your regrets. You are not damaged beyond repair. You are healing. You are whole in spirit. You are becoming the vision heaven always held of you. And it begins now. If you have wondered why you have been feeling tender lately, this is why. Your spirit was sensing this arrival. You may have felt weary without cause. You may have wept without trigger. You may have felt drawn to solitude or to old photographs. That was the preparation. Heaven was softening your heart for this exact moment. Raphael says, timing in the spirit is never accidental. This was orchestrated. And the person in heaven who requested this? They are finally at peace, because they see you receiving what they have longed to convey. There is someone alive right now who will be a divine helper in your life. You may not have met them yet, or you may not recognize their role, but they are coming. And the person in heaven is part of the divine coordination aligning this. They have whispered your name into the right ears. They have guarded your story behind the scenes, and now favor is gathering. Raphael says to prepare for a connection that feels like a homecoming, because it is. Do not be surprised if this new soul understands you without explanation. That is confirmation. That is alignment. You are being elevated spiritually, emotionally, relationally. It is not a matter of if, but when, and the when has already been set in motion. This message was the catalyst. The moment you received it fully, you activated something within that cannot be deactivated. You are no longer operating from fear. You are stepping into the realm of faith. And that is where miracles are born. The person in heaven who loves you is celebrating. Heaven rejoices because they know you have just taken your first true step into a life led by light. The tears that are forming in your eyes right now are cleansing you. Let them fall. Let them carry away the residue of pain, for every drop that leaves makes space for divine peace to enter. Raphael says, you are safe now, spiritually shielded, divinely guided, and eternally loved. This message was not written to simply soothe you. It was written to awaken you. And now that you are awake, nothing will ever feel the same again. You have been marked for more, and heaven is already preparing the way. Watch closely. Everything is about to shift in your favor. Take another breath. Feel that gentle warmth around your shoulders, like a blanket of assurance. That is them. That is the one you love who crossed over. Their spirit is near you right now. Not as a ghost, but as a guide. They are standing by as Archangel Raphael delivers the final parts of this word. Because what comes next is not only emotional, it is transformational. You are stepping into a sacred space right now. A space where the boundary between heaven and earth dissolves. And once you enter this frequency, the old you, the one who doubted, feared, and felt forgotten, will never be the same again. The tears that are forming in your eyes right now, they are healing you. Let them fall. Let them carry away the heaviness because every drop of pain that's leaving is making room for divine peace to enter. Raphael says, you are safe now, spiritually covered, divinely defended, and eternally loved. This message wasn't written to entertain you. It was written to awaken you. And now that you're awake, nothing will ever feel the same again. You've been marked for something more, and heaven is already preparing the way. Watch closely. Everything is about to change in your favor. Take another breath. Feel that warmth around your chest like the air just shifted. That's them. That's the one you love who crossed over. Their spirit is near you right now. Not as a memory, but as a messenger. They're standing by as Archangel Raphael delivers the final parts of this message. Because what comes next is not just emotional, it's transformational. You're stepping into a sacred space right now. A space where the lines between heaven and earth begin to blur. And once you enter this frequency, the old you, the one who doubted, feared, and felt forgotten, will never be the same again. Raphael says, you have been walking through a fog, but that is only because your inner light is growing brighter. The resistance you felt is not a sign of failure, but of forward motion. Your soul is expanding, and heaven has been fortifying you behind the scenes. That restlessness you felt, it's not confusion, it's calling. Your soul is preparing for more. The person in heaven who requested this message saw you wavering and said, enough. I will not let their light grow dim. So they sent this ray of clarity. And now you are being rekindled, not by effort, but by eternal truth. You have always carried a gift, a capacity to make others feel seen, to bring peace to chaos. But lately, you've undervalued it because others took it for granted. They misunderstood you. They made you question your own goodness. But no more. Raphael says you are being restored. Your energy is being renewed. And the one you loved, the one in heaven, is whispering, get ready to feel whole again. Because when heaven declares your healing, no earthly wound can withstand it. Your joy is returning. And this time, it will remain. There is a door about to open for you that no person can shut. A spiritual opportunity that was once blocked, not because you were unworthy, but because the timing wasn't ripe. But heaven has now prepared the way. The obstacles have been moved. The delay has ended. And the person you lost, the one who witnessed your lonely nights, has been granted permission to intervene on your behalf. Yes, intervene. Divine conversations are happening concerning you, in the spiritual realms and in earthly places. Your name is illuminated in the light, and someone is about to recognize your true essence. Raphael says to stop rehearsing your past hurts. Stop telling yourself you missed your chance, that you failed, that it's over. It is not. It never was. Your loved one in heaven has been collaborating with God on your next chapter, because they knew the story was still being written. In truth, the best part is just beginning. You will receive something that makes you weep, not from sorrow, but from holy recognition. And when it comes, you will recall this message. You will remember that someone in heaven believed in your future when you could not. Have you noticed your intuition growing stronger lately? That quiet knowing becoming clearer. That is not mere coincidence. That is spiritual alignment. Heaven has been speaking through your inner voice. Every gentle nudge, every sudden insight, every feeling of certainty, it is all divine. Raphael says, the more you trust it, the more grace will flow. And the one who loves you from beyond has been walking beside your spirit in the quiet hours, whispering direction when you couldn't hear it. But now you are hearing. And now you are ready. They ask you to prepare for a release. A release of something you've been clutching, maybe a resentment, a story, an old identity. Because when you let go of what is not aligned, you create space for the blessing that has been hovering at the edge of your life. Your loved one has been trying to deliver it to you, but your hands were too full. Raphael says, the moment you whisper, I surrender, heaven will respond with action. You will not need to strive. It will simply unfold. Watch. And do not worry if you feel different from those around you. You are different. You carry a frequency that cannot be duplicated. That is why some have misunderstood you. That is why some have left. But the one in heaven, they always saw you truly. They knew your sensitivity was strength. They knew your solitude was sacred. They knew your compassion was a piece of the divine. They never doubted you. And now, with Archangel Raphael's help, they are ensuring you never doubt yourself again. The veil is thinning. Clarity is coming. And soon you will understand what was once hidden. This journey is not only about healing. It is about reclaiming your power, your peace, your divine birthright. That person in heaven who asked for this message left a spiritual deposit in your life, an essence that will guide you into blessings they dreamed for you. They are passing you the torch. And now it is your turn to shine. To walk forward, not in fear, but in faith. A faith that does not burn you but burns away all that ever held you back. You are surrounded by angels. You are protected by purpose. And you are rising. Raphael says to pay attention to your dreams now. The veil is thin, and messages are flowing through. Symbols, faces, numbers, patterns, do not ignore them. Your soul is remembering what your mind has forgotten. And that person in heaven is using your dreams to guide you, to comfort you, to confirm what you have always felt in your depths, that life did not end when they left, it transformed. And now it is your turn to live in a way that honors both of you. Not in grief, but in grace. Not in lack, but in fullness. This journey is not only about healing. It is about reclaiming your power, your peace, your divine inheritance. That person in heaven who asked for this message left a spiritual deposit in your life. An energy that will guide you into blessings they never got to see themselves. They're passing the torch. And now it's your turn to shine, to walk forward, not with fear, but with fire. The kind of fire that doesn't burn you. It burns everything trying to hold you back. You are surrounded by angels. You are protected by purpose and you are rising. Raphael says to watch your dreams closely now. The veil is thinner and messages are slipping through. Symbols, faces, numbers, patterns. Don't ignore them. Your soul is remembering something your mind forgot. And that person in heaven, they're using your dreams to guide you, to comfort you, to confirm what you've always felt deep down. That life didn't end when they left. It evolved. And now it's your turn to live for both of you. Not in grief, but in glory. Not in pain, but in purpose. You are about to become the answer to someone else's prayer. Just as this message is an answer to yours. Just as that soul in heaven is still your guardian. The pain did not destroy you. It prepared you. You are nobility in the realm of spirit. That is why the journey has been so intense. That is why the night felt so long. But dawn always comes. And blessing always follows. You are now in the season where the light breaks through, where joy returns like a river, and where God proves that nothing meant for you can ever pass you by. Now, breathe. You have received the message. You have heard the call. And you have been reminded that someone in heaven is loving you still, fiercely. Let this love fill every hollow place. Let it carry you forward. And let it be the reason you never give up again. Because your story matters. Your soul matters. And your future is shining with a light you have yet to fully see. Archangel Raphael stands beside you now, not only to heal, but to lead you into the next season. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are divinely remembered. You are still here. And that alone is a miracle. The person in heaven who sent this message knew you would stay. They knew your heart, even when you doubted it. And Archangel Raphael is still here, too, standing by. Because what you have just done, what your spirit has allowed, is not small. You have opened a portal between the earthly and the eternal. You have listened with the ears of your soul. That is rare. That is sacred. And because of it, the blessing that was once held in reserve is now descending. Raphael says a shift begins within the next 72 hours. Something will happen, unexpected, unexplainable, undeniable. And when it does, don't call it strange. Call it alignment. Your energy has summoned it. Your pain has been alchemized. What once held you stuck is crumbling. And the person in heaven who fought for you with prayer, with tears, with hope, they are now celebrating in the spirit. You made it through what tried to ruin you. And now the restoration is coming. This is not about instant gratification. This is about irreversible transformation. You have been changed from within, and your light is different now. People will notice. Some will not understand. Let them go. Those meant to stay will feel it in their spirit. They will recognize your energy like a melody they've always known. And those are your soul-aligned connections. Your true ones. The ones heaven appointed to walk with you in this new season. The person in heaven who loves you has already met those souls in spirit and said, "Send them. My beloved is ready now." You are stepping into the part of your life where you cease explaining your worth. Where your presence is your proclamation. Where your yes carries divine authority. Raphael says your words will now carry creative power. So be mindful of what you speak. Speak as if heaven is recording, because it is. Speak life. Speak favor. Speak grace into every space you enter, for your energy will begin to transform atmospheres simply by your being there. You have activated something, and it cannot be undone. Your tears have watered a garden in the unseen. And now the harvest is coming. Gently, steadily, surely. The person in heaven is asking you not to rush this. Don't try to control it. Let the blessing surprise you. Let the timing heal you. You've done the inner work. You've shown up. Even in silence, even in confusion, you remain tender. That is what heaven needed. That is why you are being entrusted now with more abundance, more clarity, more love. You can carry it. You are ready now. Even if a part of you still questions, your spirit knows. Raphael wishes to remind you of one final thing: your voice is needed. The truth you've been hiding, the idea, the dream, it is time. Speak it. Share it. You do not know who is waiting to be freed by your story. Your past was not punishment. It was preparation. And now that you have remembered who you are in spirit, your purpose will begin to unveil itself in layers. Every conversation, every encounter, every divine nudge will guide you deeper into your calling. The calling your loved one in heaven prayed you'd embrace long before they crossed over. They saw you at your lowest. They watched you cry in the dark. They heard the words you dared not say aloud. And yet, they never stopped believing in you. That is why they are still here. That is why they sent this, because they knew you were at a turning point, and they did not want you to turn back. You were moments away from forgetting your own light. But heaven intervened, and now you remember. You feel it again, don't you? That spark, that soft but undeniable glow, that is your divinity. That is your spirit recalling its mission. Raphael says one last thing: your destiny is stronger than any attack. Whatever was meant to break you only revealed what was unbreakable. You. Your love. Your fire. Your purpose. That is what you carry now. That is what you walk with. And from this day forward, may every step you take resonate with the strength of the one who loved you enough to send this message across time: across dimensions, across divine love. You are not alone. You were never alone. And now you finally know why. So go forth, not with fear, but with flame. You are the miracle now, and the world is ready for you to shine. The flame within you has been rekindled, and it will not go out again. Not this time. Something eternal has just been restored in you. And the person in heaven who stayed beside you through every storm of the soul is watching in profound peace. They can rest. They can rejoice, because you heard them. You listened, and you received the word they fought to deliver. Their mission was not only to comfort you, but to awaken you, to help you remember your power, and to help you walk forward not as one wounded, but as one resurrected. Raphael speaks again, and when he speaks, healing flows. He says, you have no idea what is about to be released over your life because of your yes today. Because of your willingness to feel, to pause, to listen with the heart, you have activated a heavenly sequence. That is not a metaphor. That is spiritual law. One sincere yes in the spirit can realign every area of your life on earth. And that is exactly what you have done. You will begin to feel lighter in the coming days. Not because all problems have vanished, but because your connection to divine peace is stronger. You will discern who is for you and who is not. You will enter spaces that once caused anxiety and feel calm. You will know when to speak and when to be still. This is spiritual maturity. This is divine wisdom, and it has been downloaded into your being as you receive these final words. You need not strive so hard anymore. Simply stay open, and heaven will accomplish what you cannot. The person in heaven left something else for you. A phrase, a promise, one they want you to cling to whenever the path grows dim again. They said this before they left, but perhaps you didn't hear it, or perhaps you forgot. So let it be spoken again now, * you are the best part of my legacy. I loved you then. I love you now. And I will never stop loving you. Not time, nor space, nor eternity could change that * that love is still guarding you. It is still guiding you. It is still wrapping around you like a mantle when the world feels cold. You may hear their name soon, not randomly, but as a sign. When you do, say, thank you. When you see something that reminds you of them, pause and whisper, I remember. For every time you acknowledge their presence, you strengthen the bond between your world and theirs. The connection you shared was not broken. It was translated. And now, with Archangel Raphael's help, you have built a bridge between the worlds, one that cannot be shaken, one that cannot be reversed, one that will only grow stronger from this moment forward. Raphael says this, every time you trust the whisper of the divine over the roar of the world, heaven moves swiftly. So trust your instincts now. Seek no further outer approval. You have already been approved by the highest source. God saw your pain. God heard your silent prayers. And God responded not with a lesson, but with this moment, this divine encounter, this miracle in disguise that is this message. And if you hold it close, if you treasure it in your heart, you will see everything begin to change. Not all at once, but in ways too precise to be coincidence. You are stepping into the days you once prayed for. Quietly, in pain, alone, but no longer. This time, when the door opens, you will walk through with strength, with divine support, with angelic favor, and with a smile that your loved one in heaven will see and say, that is my beloved. They have arrived. You have carried so much. But now it is time to receive. Not only emotionally, but in every way, relational peace, practical provision, spiritual power. God is bringing beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, strength for weariness, clarity for confusion. The exchange has already begun. Now, Raphael steps back. His assignment is complete for now, but he will return. Whenever you need healing, call his name. He always answers. Always. The one who loves you from beyond is not stepping away either. In truth, they are drawing closer. Because now that you have heard them, they will continue to speak through signs, through sensations, through sacred silence. Ignore the small nudges no more. That pull on your heart, that sudden thought, that feather, that flicker of light, that unexplained fragrance, it is them. It is always them. And now you will recognize it. You have done something powerful by staying with this message. You have honored heaven. You have accepted a divine invitation. And now the realm of miracles is open. Expect blessings. Expect guidance. Expect favor. Not by chance, but by alignment. God is not distant. Heaven is not far. And love does not die. It transforms. It transcends. It testifies. And right now, it is enveloping you from every side. Go live. Go speak your truth. Go love without reservation. Go claim what is already yours. Your next chapter did not start tomorrow. It began the moment this message found you. And now, as we near the end, I wish to speak to your soul once more. Perhaps you did not expect to encounter this today. Perhaps life has been too noisy, too heavy, too hurried. But if your heart felt even a little lighter while listening, if your spirit paused and said, "This is for me," then that is no accident. That is divine timing. For sometimes the universe does not speak in thunder. It whispers in the stillness. It appears in a message, in a moment of grace, in a stranger's kindness, or in a feeling you cannot explain but know is real. You are not here by mistake. You were called. You were remembered. And you were deeply loved even before this moment began. So as you return to your world, do not forget what your soul heard here. Do not forget that someone in heaven is still watching over you. Do not forget that the pain you survived has made you powerful. And please, do not forget that there is a reason you are still here. God has not abandoned you. The angels have not overlooked you. And the one who loves you is still with you. Even if you cannot see them, they are sending you signs. They are standing beside you in the quiet. They are proud of how far you have come. Carry this peace with you. Carry this love with you. Carry this hope with you, for it is yours now. And the next time you feel weary, the next time you feel alone, simply return here. Let your soul remember that healing is not a destination, it is the journey. And you, dear one, are already on the right path. I am so grateful you allowed me to touch your heart today. And if this resonated with you, even a little, stay connected, for more messages are coming, not from me, but from heaven. Through me to you. This is not an ending. This is a holy beginning of something beautiful. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are rising, and I am so proud of you. Take care. Walk in faith. And remember, the light you seek has always been within you, and you are forever connected with Archangel Raphael and God. If this resonated, join now and turn on notifications, not for content, but for continued light.